Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am still playing in my Sunny Days collection by Maggie Holmes. I'm really making a huge dent in this paper pad, and I had to start using this gorgeous, my most favorite paper in this collection. I always know us, we paper hoard, and this paper would be hoarded for years, and so I've made myself use it, and I cut into it twice. But at least I'm getting use out of it. It'll be in my album. I know I'm not alone. You know that this paper is probably in your collection for years, unless you use it right now, and it'll probably be here still. So I used it. This gold foil, like peony printed paper is just simply like gorge. So I'm also going to do a little bit mixed media. So I'm going to be spreading out some clear gesso just along the white edges, the white pot, and where it kind of contacts and meets with the pattern paper. And I used clear so that you didn't see how white gesso will blend out the background, so I wanted it to shine through. And so you saw me pull out a few distress paints, cracked pistachio, sponge sugar, and I think a light purple one. I only use really the cracked pistachio and the sponge sugar on this layout. I do not use, I think it's like wilted violet. I don't actually use it. And so I start off with just my paintbrush, and I'm like, you know what, let me just dollop on it. Like packaging technique to the rescue. It's my ride or die. Just smush it down. You know what I mean? And I did kind of shoot for this triangular kind of orientation with it because I'm using two photos. Oh, there they are. Valentina at the mall playing, and then we went to Michael's afterwards, and it's the flower aisle. They were both in the same day, and I knew I was going to stack them along this vertical orientation for this layout, and I just wanted this like triangle effect where I would do all my clusters around the photos anyway. So that was my intention. You could totally have done the whole vertical column of mixed media if you wanted to, and then I have a little patch in that upper left hand corner because I knew I was going to do another embellishment cluster up there as well. So here's some of the sponge sugar. If you haven't played with distress paints, they all already are rather watery in nature, but I added more in order to have a softer washed out look with it. And you can see like how faint the sponge sugar is. It's like the lightest pale pink ever, and that's all I was really going for. And even now looking at it, I could have probably had it touch the other edge of the pattern paper, but my final result is still quite beautiful. And then to just deepen up the color, that was me busting out cracked pistachio in the spray. Is it me or anyone else? Like, do we always buy the same colors in every product line that they have? Because I have it in the ink pad, I have it in the distress paint, I have it in the spray, and let's be honest, I'm probably going to buy the distress oxide spray too. I have cracked pistachio in like all forms of Ranger product. Who's with me on that? So I also was fussy cutting probably off camera, and here I am using paint splatter too, and then also I do it with the pink, so that's also what I do. So in order to have more of the contrast, and this is the oxide spray, this is picked raspberry, I think one of the first releases that they had of this spray, and I have to say I kind of love the oxide sprays, y'all. It's just a nice deep pigment. It's not like the other ones where they're a little bit more sheer in nature. Like the oxides actually hold color. And so I'm using a frame around the top photo that is from an old like open book collection from Maggie Holmes, and so are these little bits and pieces that I'm tucking behind because I have a little like photo box full of Maggie Holmes stuff. Yes, I do. So I like the way that's looking. These strips of paper are all from the Sunny Days collection, so I just did like an inch strip from the bottom of a few of them in order to add a little bit more texture and interest to the back of my photos. And I am putting the top photo on fun foam, as you see me doing right now, and I'm leaving the bottom photo flat. So I like the way that's all looking. I'm bringing in more of the mint aspect, and actually that looks like probably a 2-inch strip, a 1-inch strip, and then like a 1/2-inch strip, and I do like that. But then I even think a little further because I must have been playing with a bunch of stuff that's left on my desk, and this is the best way I work when my room looks chaotic, is some tulle. Watch, I bust out some pink tulle that I think I busted out because I was doing a bow on a gift for a baby shower. Look, oh, and I was like, dude, I can totally use this. Oh, I'm using it. Oh, yes I am. Yep, so there's a piece of pink tulle with sequins on it that's going down on the paper. Yes, you've seen it here. And it adds the faintest but gorgeous element to the layout with the softness. Oh, I'm trying to like zoom in. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. And the thing is, though, I had this tool, this pink one, and yet in my recent haul when I did the Hobby Lobby and Blitzy or whatever my last one was, if you remember, I bought white tulle and I bought like lace looking tulle from Hobby Lobby, and I had this stuff already. So go figure. I'm always adding extra stuff to my craft room because I can't remember my inventory. I know I'm not the only one. I know other people will be like, cheers, here, here. Like, I lost inventory at my craft room too. So, I'm loving the way this is looking, so I'm going to start just making sure everything starts getting glued down right where it's at. Loving, loving, loving this layout. So, I love the orientation of this, and at first you saw me constantly kind of having them a little wonky, like teetered and stuff, but in the end it was just a perfect vertical line for the orientation of it. And remember, these flowers too, I did fussy cut off the other pattern paper. I probably fussy cutted them earlier for another layout, but I had some still sitting on my desk because you know I'm going to use every last morsel of these gorgeous flowers too, or any other Maggie Holmes floral. It is the best. And I'm going to take a few elements. Like, I thought I was going to use that one because it matches those flowers, but I don't like when the cardstock stickers always have that white extra border around the image. Sometimes drives me nuts. So that's just me. And then I finally used one of those dimensional crepe paper flowers. I did use the mint one, and I have like all the other ones left because I thought I was going to totally like hoard through these, and I haven't. I've been hoarding them. There's another moment. I have to use all of them soon because otherwise I'm going to have them for years. Because I always just think, oh, they're so pretty. I'll find the perfect layout or the perfect photo later on and just use them. And so thanks for joining me again here at the close-ups. Bye, everyone.